Hi, I'm Liam.
I'm Peter.
And we're the founding directors of Thirdway Architecture. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about our creative process. Our creative process as a practice really starts here in the studio. It's our physical space where we can bring together architects, designers and creators. Over the last few months, that hasn't been as easy. That isn't to say creativity is a lost cause. There's a lot to be learned from lockdown. So we've pulled out 5 of our creative core values and what we've learned over the last few months.
Number 1, collaboration.
Perhaps one of the best things to come out of lockdown is that communicating, and particularly communicating with a number of people, has never been easier. If anything, this process has forced us to be more creative with the way we collaborate. Actually being in the same room at the same time is no longer a barrier to that creative process.
Number 2, do other stuff.
I think actually you've proven that doing other stuff during lockdown is really a good thing to do.
You're focusing on something that isn't the task at hand, and then your mind can wander. And actually having moments of wonder is actually where you can start to kind of extricate something that's really interesting.
Number 3, work in mixed media. We're in the studio and we've got this example of it. Working in mixed media is an incredible way to start looking at things in a completely different light, even from simple massive models like this one. And actually taking that 3D aspect of particularly what we do really just changes the game. Number 4, go wild.
We don't do safe. We haven't got time to do safe. And having some fun with what we do, and actually doing it very differently. We're both very different characters.
I mean, for shoes.
It's sort of symbolic of our different approaches. Number 5, go easy.
I think on the flip almost of going wild, going easy is just as important. But actually just going easy on yourself during the creative process, because there's no fast shortcut to the best creative solution. We're really lucky in the architecture industry to be in a world where our creative concept can quite quickly become very physical and real things.
Yeah, the best example we have is Script in London.
What's amazing about that project is the creative concept came from a very simple but interesting place. The discovery during research that once an iron foundry existed on the site. And what that iron foundry allowed us to do was build a material palette which combined rough and raw materials such as metal and concrete to allude to that historic past, but overlay softer, warmer materials like fabric and wood, acknowledging the fact it's a new commercial office development. One of the best things about this project is the fact it's just up the road, so let's go for a walk and take a look to see how it's getting on. So you really get an idea here of the sort of design coming to life, the concepts. So you've got the entrance from street level, at ground, steps up and across, through, into the high lift level. Like most other buildings, we were trying to create a reception that brings people in and out of the space. But what we were also trying to do was overlay that material palette in a human scale and legible way. So actually within that relatively small space within the building, it combines those concretes and metals with those richer touches of material. So it almost embodies the concept as you walk into the building. Thanks for watching this vlog. Hopefully it's been somewhat useful to giving you a bit of an insight into our creative process. Make sure to subscribe and sign up to all the Thirdway social channels to see some of that creativity going into action.